what is EdFinders? Where did it come from? Where did the inspiration come from? And also, not just about the startup, we're more interested in the founders.
I owned a nursery while I was on my degree, and we used to hire people to come in. But the way I found them was on Facebook. And a lot of the time, you'd book a course for 6 weeks, and when you try and contact them again, the page had disappeared. And I'm like, oh, right. But yeah, just finding those, because the email addresses wouldn't work or the numbers had changed, and it was really, really messy. We just found it a massive pain for 5 years, and we thought, let's solve this.
To change the way that workshops are booked, at the minute it's all directories who don't take any responsibility of the legal side. So from a school's perspective, to give them clarity and security when booking workshops, to make sure they've got the right workshop for their cohort of children, with any additional requirements such as SEND, special educational needs and disabilities, build the best workshop possible.
When Nova got us speaking to schools, we were like, wow, they actually experienced the same problem but on a much bigger scale. So it's such an interesting journey.
It was quite an interesting thing though, Megan, that Darren and Sherelle really were the epitome of, we know that there's a massive problem here, how can we actually fix this? And it wasn't just a case that they were on the outside looking in, they experienced the issue themselves, you know.
In the digital age, it shouldn't take that long. It really shouldn't. It should just be a literally browse, compare and book in like 10 minutes rather than weeks.
After we got started on this, that we thought about, well, what about this from a school perspective or a nursery's perspective? This can't be a nice to have. It has to have financial value for schools.
Yeah, definitely.
And it definitely does, doesn't it?
We basically are doing all the admin so the teachers can concentrate on what they do in educating the children, and the workshop providers can get on with delivering a unique experience. So there is a financial and a time-saving, admin-saving aspect of this as well.
Because of COVID, obviously, we're just trying to help the workshops to survive in any way that we can. We've launched a voucher scheme. We're launching a campaign for it this week to kind of get them bookings for after COVID. I know it's a bit uncertain at the moment, but we just want to help them survive. They're all small business owners.
Kind of stop children from falling behind as well. If we can offer schools a tool that's going to speed up their learning to catch them up to where they should be today. Obviously, with distant learning, children are going to go back, and there's going to be a high number of children who have fallen a lot further behind than what they already were. So if we can offer the schools, you know, something like a workshop that will speed up that learning process, then it'll be beneficial to the schools. We've learnt about ourselves as well. Like we now know how far we can push ourselves in terms of, you know, the sacrifice that we're willing to make for this. We're stronger for it, definitely stronger for it.
To be fair, it's actually helped Nova as well, having founders like Darren and Sherelle, who are obviously passionate, driven and determined, and probably coming from less privileged background than a lot of founders, you know, in terms of Darren's at uni and working part-time. Sherelle's been working part-time and trying to work on EdFinders, and finding a way through that has really tested their mettle. And you know, I think we're in a good position now to keep moving forward.
You know what? If I'm going to be biased, I'm sort of rooting for you two as well. Because the most successful founding groups are those with mixed genders. So like a man as founders, as co-founders. It's statistically they're set out to be better startups and more successful startups. So I'm rooting for you too.
Wow. I didn't know that. That's really interesting.
I love it. Nova kind of feels like a family, you know, like Ian said, we've been through some highs, some really bad lows, but you know, we feel like we've got an extra, you know, family with Nova. We feel comfortable to reach out to anyone. So
perfect.
Oh, well, thank you so much for jumping on a call with me today. I really enjoyed that. I feel like I need to...
Thank you, Megan. It's nice to know you support us as well, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, so everyone stay safe and well.
Thanks very much, Megan. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.